Good morning, everyone. SurfGal playing some more Escape from Tethys, little metroidvania game that I picked up on Steam. I believe it was on sale for $1. Highly recommend. Checking it out if you have not. We are approaching what I believe is one of the final sections, judging by the lack of little holes in the map. We have 2 spots in the middle, and then this big open area to the right here. And honestly, this feels a little less. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Never mind. I was gonna say it feels very straightforward. And it does, but it's just one jump instead of lots of little jumps, it looks like. The other blue sections were very distinct, I guess, would be a good way to put it. And this one feels a lot more linear, which kind of makes me think that we're heading towards the end. A big linear section with no enemies and only a few minor threats feels like could definitely be something close to the end. And again, we have, I think, all but 2 slots filled on our item menu. For ability upgrade. Secret passage, and then a big open area here. I'll repeat my statement. This feels like we're heading into some sort of big dramatic finish. Security? Okay. There's our assassin again. Very glad we got these gun upgrades. Phase 2? Oh, good. I was very nervous for a second that that was, like, the final boss already. And that's all it was. We have already fought this guy twice. And this seems to be the same basic pattern so far. I'm sure there's something new. Very much the same pattern. I'm hoping that there is either a new phase or a third form to this. Because otherwise, this is a little bit of a letdown for a final boss. I'm assuming, judging by everything, there could be another section. Like I said, it just feels very finite. Looped around to a section near the beginning, big open stretch. And I just got a bunch of achievements saying that that was the end. Huh. Well, that video was shorter than I expected. I was expecting a whole section here, and it was not. But I think that's okay. The first few bosses were more challenging than the later ones, but all of the bosses felt pretty good still. Like, there's still a lot of movement to it. I do wish that the refights against that assassin were harder or more different, because they felt very, like, all three fights were pretty much the same, and one of those was the first boss, and one of them was the last boss. There were a few things that we didn't get, and outpost status unknown might be a reference to maybe there's special ending for getting 100% or something like that. We'll have to check into that now that we're done. So yeah, Escape from Tethys. Overall, this was a really cool game. And especially when you're taking into consideration the fact that this is an indie game, I'm waiting to see the actual credit roll by of... I want to know how many people worked on this. And I think that might be most of it right there. Because this is one of those, you know, when you get into these type of games, one of the things that is, like, yes, this feels somewhat archaic compared to something that's very new, something very modern. But when you keep in mind that how few people were actually involved with making this, it's something that I think is really neat. Was not a super long game, but the world map wasn't as big as some games that we've played, but it was bigger than some of them, and it felt bigger than a lot of them. And that's one of the biggest things to me, is regardless of the actual size of the game, it felt like you were stranded and had to explore. There were a few things that I wish were signposted a little better, so that I didn't double back quite as many times as I did, or so that I could tell what things did, because there's a few things that I still don't 100% know what they did. We're missing a few items, but I feel like that's not that bad. Like I said, I'll probably go back and get them here with a guide. Maybe I'll tack those on the end of this video, just to, or since this one's pretty short. Yeah, no, this is very small development team. I think that was just 2 people, plus like testing and stuff. really cheap on Steam. I think the base price is $5, which is more than I would pay more than that for this game. It was really good. The weird bug, there's only one minor bug thing that was really annoying me, and that was when I went off the screen a couple times. But it only happened a couple times, and it didn't really super impact gameplay. The only reason it was really annoying is because of the way that the save points work in this. So, I think I'm going to end here. We'll jump back in when I'm figuring out, or when I'm getting those last couple things, because, oh, we've only got one more item listed here. Then, yeah, definitely. So, I will tack that on the end of the video, and then I'll do a sign-off when I get back to the screen. Hey. So, I looked up what I missed, and this seems to be the main thing. Some kind of strange energy. People and objects are phasing in and out of reality. Sometimes I leave and come back and only to find everything has changed. So I saw this on my first time into this room, and I couldn't figure out what it was talking about. Apparently, the last bio storage key is hanging out there. So, that's a bit out of the way, but not too bad. I probably could have messed around with that more. I wish it had been like 2 or 3 times in and out. Maybe okay, 2 might be a bit not quite enough, but 3 feels like it would be fine. You had to go back and forth like several times and with no indication. I guess it did make a weird noise. I don't know. It didn't feel obvious to me, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it wasn't obvious to somebody else. And those should open. Door down here. Biomass. Seriously? Hey, there's the long shot I was asking for. I still haven't figured out the volcano thing. I'll probably toss that in here too. That was the one other thing I hadn't figured out. But yeah. Very cool. I just wanted to throw this in at the end, since I hadn't found it yet, and that last video was pretty short. I will throw in the that other section once I figure it out, and we'll also maybe I'll go ahead and redo the last section as well, just to see if there's anything different now that once we get 100% on it. Okay, I'm kind of mad at myself for not really trying this one. That's it. Let's see what it is, though. Also, you may notice I'm at full health. That's because apparently the biomass doesn't just make your gun shoot farther. Oh my. I'm very confused about that, but... Wait. We're not underwater. Why is that... Is that biomass too? We just fly now? Okay. So basically what it sounds like what we missed is the power that just makes you... We got all the stuff that is about normal power level, and the stuff we missed was the hidden secret superpowers. Because holy crap. Yeah, that's a bit much. Anyway, we'll go ahead and wrap up those last those last couple squares on the map, and hop back in here, refighting the last boss quick, just to see if there's anything new that gets added on for getting the last few items. Okay, going straight back into the boss. My floaty jumps were apparently a sort of some other glitch, not what I was trying to do, but the rest is pretty standard, or pretty much works the way I had figured out. The other thing that I hadn't noticed previously is it also fills your ammo back up as well as your health. This is probably going to be a bit of a joke. Oh. Yeah, I'd say that went a little bit faster than last time. Those powers are stupid. Oh, but they're well hidden, so it is what it is. Let's see if the status message at the end here changes. I don't actually know that I 100%ed the game. I don't think I did. I got the 100% on the map, and I know that I filled out all the stuff that's on the front screen, but I'm not sure that I got all of the health and ammo upgrades. I also don't know if there's actually a change to the ending. That was literally just my my thought. Okay, no, it still says unknown. It was worth a shot. So, my final thoughts stand. Those last couple of things were a little convoluted, but I'm kind of okay with it because, honestly, I just demolished the last boss in seconds, and that's... The first time, it was fun. The second time, it was funny. So yeah. Definitely not needed, those last couple powers. Anyway, this was a fun little series. I definitely enjoyed it. Hope you did too. Definitely pick this up and check it out. It is... Honestly, it was one of the better Metroidvanias I've played recently. Like, for the size and shape of it. Like, there have been some other good ones, but this one did grab me in a way that some of the other ones haven't. It had its issues, but they were surmountable. Like the gravity. I mean, the gravity almost felt like a bug, and I'm pretty sure it's a feature where you just fall really fast. But it adds this, like, I think it actually adds some sense of, like, I don't even know. It adds a sense of something unique to the world and to the way that it controls that I do think adds something to the game. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. I have a bunch of metroidvanias floating out there. That honestly is probably the majority of my channel at this point. Randomizers and metroidvanias. If you have any suggestions on other games for me to try, let me know in the comments. I have a very long list, but this one just kind of made it on the list because I happened across it. So, yeah. As always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.